Hi everyone, I'm Jenna, and I'm here today because I want to answer some questions that I get asked all the time. So I'm a nutrition therapy practitioner and I specialize in gut health. And so I get asked all the time, what is leaky gut? Or do I have leaky gut? I think I have leaky gut, but really what is it? And how do I know? So I'm going to have a series of videos coming out to really break down all the different areas and all the different questions that I get asked very consistently in my practice about leaky gut. So, 50% of the clients that come in, they've already kind of done some research and they really feel that the signs and symptoms that they've been dealing with are really rooted in leaky gut. Where the other 50% may have just been referred to me and they're coming in saying, I don't know. Tell me, I need to know, because these signs and symptoms, they have to go. So leaky gut in itself, as the name portrays, is a leaking gut. Okay, what's leaking and where is it going and why does it cause problems? So your gastrointestinal tract, and it really starts from your mouth and goes all the way through, but we're going to speak of just the stomach region mostly, really was housing your microbiome. And so when you look at your GI in general, the GI tract, you have your lining, your mucosal lining, you have villi and villi off your villi, you have your probiotics or your biome, microorganisms that have another layer. And so all of those layers are layers of defense. And what they're defending is your bloodstream, okay? And those layers each serve a different purpose. And there's multiple, so we, in general, want the GI to be semi-permeable. We want vitamins and minerals to go through. We want water to go through. We want the good stuff to go through. We want it to go into the bloodstream, and we want the bloodstream to carry them out to the different organs and to the different areas where they have functions. But when it becomes a problem, when it ends up becoming classified as leaky gut, is when those defense mechanisms between what gets intaken into your body, and this could be intaken from synthetic supplements, water, air we breathe, garbage food that we eat, really it can get contaminated from multiple areas. And so when these particles come into the body that the body doesn't know how to digest, maybe it's not natural to the body, it really doesn't know how to get rid of it, push along, or maybe in the diet you're not getting enough water and fiber to really help the body move that along and get it out of the system. Different particles they have weight, so they can kind of bog down everything and essentially kind of burn a hole, work their way all the way down and cause holes inside the GI. This is just one way of leaky gut. I'm going to have a whole nother video on the multiple ways that leaky gut can be caused. Okay, but what is happening here, and from that example that I gave you, it causes multiple things. Leaky gut, these defense mechanisms are broken down, and particles are able to get through the GI lining and able to get into the bloodstream. So it can be as holes as I described. It can be from inflammation. Just as the skin, for example, the skin is your first line of defense to anything we encounter in the air, in our world, if we get bumped or smoke or whatever. And yeah, it's semi-permeable. If I'm using lotion with a lot of vitamin E, the vitamin E goes in and I'm going to have an elevated level of vitamin E. We want it to be semi-permeable. But what happens when your skin gets a cut? And if the cut is not taken care of, it can get an infection. It carries things into the bloodstream we may not want there, or something that the body can't handle. So that becomes the same with the leaky gut situation. There is a factor that is causing a distress to the GI, so inflammation or burning a hole or a whole list of other things I'll go over in a different video, that has broken down the lines of defense and is now letting particles that we normally do not want in our bloodstream into our bloodstream. And that is what causes a slew of different illnesses, diagnoses, ailments, infections, which I will go over in another video because that list is extensive also. The bloodstream will take it to different parts of the body. We'll try to hold it, we'll try to protect you in multiple different ways, causing multiple symptoms. And all these things really come down to the gut. And so these lines of defense are the make or break to your health. And I'm sure you've heard, if your gut is healthy, you're healthy. Especially if you've been going through a lot of gut pain or a lot of inflammation and you're researching leaky gut, you're kind of feeling out how that is going. So when you are thinking of what is leaky gut, pretty much you're thinking your lines of defense into your bloodstream and everything that happens in your bloodstream as far as your health or your sickness. And that is your lifeline. So the goal is to keep, if you're working on preventative care for leaky gut, and that's why you're watching the videos, keep it healthy. And if you're looking because you have been referred because leaky gut may be the root cause of some things that you're dealing with, it can be reversed and it can be built back up and you can have full health again. So again, I'm going to repeat it again because this is essentially what it is. You have layers of defense. You have your bacteria, you have your villi on top of your villi, you have your mucosal lining, you have your GI lining, and you have your bloodstream. You want those junctions to stay tight together so no particles can get through into the bloodstream. When they're pulled apart, when they're stressed out, or literally when holes could be burned through them, figure of speech, that is when you have a leaky gut situation. Please let me know what you think of the video. I try to keep it as simple as possible and how I would explain it to my clients, and I will be breaking down more areas of leaky gut as we go. Thank you, everyone. I am so excited to share with you all of my tips and tricks and insights when it comes to leaky gut. So please subscribe and join our Freedom from Leaky Gut Facebook group to learn more.